Hey guys, we wanted to hop on and give you an update on our solar vertical. I'm Kobe Hastings, founder of Leadrilla. This is Logan Jones, one of our account executives. He's over most of our solar accounts. We've made a lot of big changes to our solar vertical and just the leads themselves over the past week or so. They all went live yesterday. We just want to make sure we communicate these changes with our customers as clearly as possible. You've probably seen in several emails over the past couple weeks highlighting those changes, but we just wanted to make this video to run through them.
Yeah, so one of the major changes that we're making is going to a state-by-state pricing model. So where we used to just charge a consistent price across all of our markets, all of our states on our platform, we're now breaking that out into state-by-state, and the range of prices is going to be anywhere from $38 per lead all the way up to $62 per lead, just depending what state you're in.
Yep. And so what this pricing change is going to allow us to do is give us a lot more breathing room in regards to the ads we can get out in front of consumers. Running solar ads and really just running ads in general on a state-by-state basis, it's, some states are a lot more competitive than others. And what we noticed when we sold leads at the $30 price point across every single state, it really limited us into with the volume that we could deliver to our customers. So we had customers in some states that were ordering a lot of leads and we couldn't fulfill that demand just because the cost of ads are pretty expensive, and in competitive areas it gets difficult to deliver good volume and also quality at the same time. So that's why we changed the pricing a little bit, and we'll get into the quality changes here.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the next change is going to be a different type of targeting when you guys are setting up your solar lead feeds. So whereas we used to allow you to target by an entire state or by a mile radius around a zip code or a county or a city, you're still going to be able to do that, but we've kind of listened to some feedback from our users and heard that most solar companies prefer to just upload their own list of zip codes due to the way power grids are laid out and the complexities of associating solar panels onto a power grid with different electric companies. So we are now allowing you to just upload your own list of zip codes. As long as you have at least 75 zip codes to upload, you can do that and target by only those zip codes. However, you can still target by an entire state or by a mile radius like it's always been.
Cool. So just to clarify for who's watching, if I'm buying solar leads from Leadrilla, I really have several ways to target. The first one being I can take my own export list of zip codes that I work in my city. If I have multiple power companies, I only sell on one side of the city. I can take those zip codes and just upload them into my lead feed.
Exactly. You just copy and paste them right in there. It's super simple, super easy. Gives you a ton of control.
So that's the first option. The other one is I can pick a city, county, or zip code and select a radius around that.
Yep. So anywhere from a 15-mile radius all the way up to 120-mile radius, you have a ton of control over where that radius is running and how big it is.
Gotcha. And then lastly, I can just do the entire state. Give me all leads in California. I can place those in there.
Just one last thing to touch on targeting here. We also allow you to exclude certain areas. So if you have a radius that's half in one state, half in another, we allow you to exclude that entire state. And since we're doing the state-by-state pricing, that'll be an important feature as well.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. So and then the last change. So both of these are going to fall under adding additional filters to these leads that are coming into our platform. The first of which is going to be filtering out for disconnected numbers. So we are now using a service that is going to allow us to examine every lead that comes into us and ensure that a working number has been submitted on that contact form. And after analyzing all the data, I'm going to let Kobe talk a little bit about how many leads we actually found, what percentage would have been disqualified, how we've been doing this all along.
Yeah, so we looked at the data that we have in our platform, leads that we've generated over the past couple of years, leads we get from partners that own large landing pages, hundreds of thousands of leads. We've analyzed the data on this and found that 18% of leads that come into our platform have a disconnected number or a number that's out of service. And so those are leads that we don't want to deliver to you. You're already paying a premium when you buy leads from us. So we stop that at the source. We don't deliver that lead. We don't charge you. If we see that lead, we pop it out of the platform and we don't deliver it. So that's 18 out of 100 leads that, if you're buying from another vendor that isn't doing this in real time, you're just kind of wasting your money, and then you're wasting your time trying to get a lead credit or a refund.
Yep.
So
that service is about 95% accurate, so it should block out pretty much all of those. But if one does happen to get through, we're happy to issue credit for that. So the main point is just to save you the time and the hassle and the money of receiving those and then having to let us know, and so that we can issue you credit. But for those few that get through, you just let us know and we'll take care of you as quickly as possible.
Yep.
So that covers that disconnected phone number filter. The next one is that we're also going to be filtering out. We're going to be using a third-party data company to ensure that the name submitted on the contact form matches the name on the deed of the address submitted on that contact form. So verifying home ownership of the actual property that's been submitted on that contact form. So this is going to be really helpful because it's pretty hard to sell solar to somebody who doesn't actually own the property, whether they're a renter or whether it's somebody that mistakenly filled out their address or something else that's wrong with that.
Yep. Lead. Yeah. So we also analyze the data on leads that would be rejected if the name that the consumer put into the form and the address that they put in the form, if that was not a match and we didn't find any public property data that said that person owned that address. We looked at all that data again on hundreds of thousands of leads in our platform that our platform sees, and you want to tell them the percent?
62%. 62% of leads that we saw coming in from our platform or through the partners that we work with, out of those hundreds of thousands of leads that we looked at, 62% of them, we could not find a match of any public property data records that would match the name that was submitted on that lead. So that is, out of 100 leads, 62 of them we could not get that match. That's pretty crazy.
So only 38 out of 100 you would buy those leads and have ones that actually have a name and address that is a match and they actually own the property. So that's another one. We stop that at the source. When that lead comes in our platform, if we don't find a match or find a public property record that tells us that this person owns this property, we don't deliver that lead to you. Again, it wastes your money, it wastes your time. You're going to be trying to get a credit or refund. It just wastes everybody's time. So we just eliminate that at the source. So those are all the changes that we've made. If you guys have any questions about any of those, feel free to contact me. My email is logan@leadrilla.com. There's also going to be a link below to schedule a Calendly call with me. So I'd be happy to fill you guys in on some of these changes, answer any questions you guys have. But if you're ready to go ahead and get signed up, you can visit leadrilla.com, go and create an account or get logged into your existing account and set up a lead feed. All of those changes will be live. We'll be happy to deliver some high quality leads to you guys. Yep. Thanks for watching.